I've got about 1,000 rounds through my Gen 6 Glock 17. And overall, I feel very good about this gun. I like it. I think it's a step forward for Glock. Not revolutionary or life-altering, but some major improvements that I really like. There is one thing I hate. Just one. And it is the way the backstrap fits. When you put it on, it forms a little gap at the top. Let me see. You can see it right there. See that little gap? The webbing of my hand gets in there, and then under recoil, it pinches me over and over again. But I have a solution that at least works for me for right now. I'm going to show it to you today. Let's get into it. Shooter, make ready. Are you ready? Stand by. Gen 6. This is my Glock Gen 6 17. This is going to be one of my primary guns, but I'm not happy, and I think I explained this, I'm not happy with the back strap. I explained it in my first video. You can see I've chopped it here because I like the angle difference. Kyral doesn't have any back straps out for it yet, and I've done this on several of my previous Glocks, and what it does is it just changes the angle, the grip angle enough that it makes it a very natural point of aim for me. The problem with this particular model is you can see when this back strap is down on the line in place, you can see the line that's here. Let me make sure you can see it. See the line that's here, that's where that back strap's supposed to sit. And when it was the full length back strap and you put this thing in place and it snaps in like that, it forms a gap. There you go. You can kind of see it there. Let me see. There you are. See that? You're right in there. And that just rubs on the inside of the web of my hand right there, and man, it irritates me. I don't know. It's just, I just catch it, and it just bugs me. Okay. So when I was going to change this grip angle, I put these on here like this, and what happens is obviously the bottom's not like that anymore. And if I noticed that if I lift this up, look at that, it seals perfect. And then no irritation on my hand whatsoever. So unfortunately, when they designed these, if they had just fixed that angle a little bit, things would have been fine, but they didn't. So here we go. So there, you can see where it needs to be off the line there. And if it's like that, perfect seal at the top. So I got to thinking, what could I put in underneath that back strap to kind of hold it in place? Oh, I'm going to sit down so I can be more stable here. Push this through real quick. Okay. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna line this edge right here with some silicone. And I think if I do that and I get it just right, I can hold it in place without ever doing any damage to this back here. I'll only be putting silicone in the part that I cut off anyway, is it's right here, and I won't hurt the gun at all. So I'm gonna try that, and I'll report back and let you know how it goes. Okay, that's in place now. I'm going to give it 24 hours before I stick it back on there, but we'll see how that does. If this works good, I may look at a more permanent solution. I could do shoe goo or something, but I'm really hoping that Kyral comes out with a back strap that this is just a temporary fix. But here we go. This will do it for now. I'll let you know how it goes. All right, I'm definitely not saying this is for everybody's hand, but for mine, this is fantastic. So I don't know if you can see, let's have a look. Yeah, you can see the silicone down in there if you look close. It's holding that gap perfectly. You can see the line that I needed. It's holding that great. Perfect seal up here. Fits my hand perfect. And I don't feel that gap here because I want my hand in that position, and it just fits me just right. So that's comfortable, and I'm not getting the pinch here. So I should have pointed this out. I'm just going to cut this into the video now. One thing I really like about this is I can take this off, and you can see the silicone here on the back. It's in there. It's got squishy, so it's kind of a little bit of cushion to it, but not a mark, no indication whatsoever on the gun itself that this has been done. So this is purely a change to the back strap only, and not anything that's permanent, which is kind of ideal. This is typically what I use are these Kyral back straps here, but obviously these won't fit with the new beaver tail that they've got on the Gen 6. But Kyral makes these for the previous generations, and they're fantastic. And then I just usually put my grip tape over the top of them, but they're nice and cushioned and they fit really well. But again, it's just pushing the bottom of the grip back into my palm further, and it brings that sight picture down a little bit. So I've been able to accomplish the same thing here. It's bringing that gun just a little bit back into my palm, and the sight picture is perfect for me. So there we go. That's my solution right now. And so far, that is my only complaint with the Gen 6 is this right here. Everything else I really like about it. I like that the texture's a lot better. I like the thumb cut. You can see I do something like that on all of mine, so I give myself a little thumb rest there, so that's kind of natural for me. I like that it's got some grippiness up here on the front of the slide. That's awesome. I do like the new trigger angle. The trigger needs a little work. It's pretty heavy, and it's that long creep Glock trigger, but I'm sure old Johnny Glocks is working on something right now and has a prototype out, and I'm hoping he'll have a market or a trigger out to market really quick here. And I just realized, did I film this whole video so that I can't release it until after January 13th? Dope! I think I did. I wonder if that was on the previous video or if I just have to redo this part again. Well, if I had to film the whole thing, I don't know that I'm going to do it all again, because obviously I can't do that part again. And if not, I'll just hold off till after January 13th, and you'll know all about the Olight PLX that I've been testing for them for the past couple weeks. Awesome little light. Anyway, that's irrelevant, but I'm not supposed to show that until January 13th, so I may have just messed that up and have to wait to post this video. So that's all right. Extra few days won't hurt nobody. All right, thanks. So there we go. That's my update on the Glock Gen 6. Like I say, I've got about 1,000 rounds through the gun. It's running really great. I have not had a single malfunction, not a single problem with the gun. I haven't had to do anything other than this to it. I do have obviously the light on there. That does help mitigate recoil a little bit. The recoil impulse is about like my Glock 47. Feels exactly the same to me. My Gen 5 47 has the Radian Ramjet on it, which is fantastic. So I have tried that on this, and it does seem to work. I had some other people talk about swapping the slides from the Gen 5 to this. I've done some further testing. You can do it. You just have to you have to get a recoil spring, and essentially what you need to do is get a Gen 3 recoil spring with an adapter on it to fit into a Gen 5. So that's something along the lines of like Radian sells their springs. They've got a Radian, I don't remember what the Radian spring kit's called. I'll go pull it real quick and then I can tell you. Radian has this compressor kit that's designed for the Gen 5. This is a quick tune guide rod kit. It takes the Gen 3 springs, and then there's a little adapter that goes on the end that makes it fit in the bigger hole on the end of a Gen 5 slide. So anyway, something like this, you can make it work. So you have to change the spring because a Gen 5 factory spring will not fit in the Gen 6 frame. And then the other thing you have to do is you have to change the back plate. You just swap them. But if you'll put the back plate on here, you could. I wondered why somebody would do that, and then it hit me. Somebody could take this Gen 6 Glock 17, and if they have a 45 or a 19 Gen 5 slide, they could throw it on here and have a different gun. So that does make some sense as to why somebody would do that, but it is possible. You just have to change both of those parts in order to make it work. Like I say, other than that, I really like the grip on the gun. I like the thumb rest that they put in. It shoots well. It's been accurate and reliable for me. 1,000 round review. Thumbs up so far, especially with this tiny modification that I did to make it fit my hand a little better. I'm a big fan so far. I'll keep you updated. I'll see you at 5,000 rounds. Again, guys, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you checking in. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what questions you have about the Gen 6. I'm happy to answer those, and we'll see you out on the range.
Bye.